folks, everything new on Sun. We're going to start doing some Airstream restoration stuff again. I think I have the audio fixed on my GoPro session, so we were going to try it. And even if I don't, I will just dub over top of it. So we're going to replace this beat up wire. And I've got a new one. I've got a new 7-blade, I don't know, what do you call it, a truck adapter or whatever. And we're going to plug that in. So we're going to cut off probably a significant amount of this and get it cut back to where it's under the case, because that'll be where the fresh wires are. Get rid of this junk. So let's go take a look at the 7-blade adapter. Right, so here's a 7-blade adapter. This is just a Reese. This is just from your standard, this is from Canadian Tire, your standard trailer end 7-way trailer plug. So we'll get this thing plugged in and we'll see. This will be a nice little refresh project for today. Get this one out of the way. It has to be done, so this is should just be able to wire everything up. Turns out these are numbered, actually. Oops, I'm dropping everything. So it's numbered blue, brown, black, green, red, white. I think I have, I don't know, I think I have one of each. And so, I don't know if these colors match up exactly. I might just try matching the colors up exactly, see if it works. Because it should already be a 7-pin. Yeah, I mean, there's 7 wires, so it's ready for a 7-pin. Now, I don't know what to do about the center ground. 4 black. I don't know what, yeah, center ground might be an extra cable. So I'm not sure what to do with that one, but... Anyways, we'll strip these ones off and put them on. Let's see if this works or not. I should be able to tell by backing up the car to it. The copper's pretty corroded in there. It's good I cut it back. So I'm gonna have to watch that. So before I start putting it on, of course, I'm gonna have to feed these all through. Should have done that before I took all the ends off, probably. Feed that through. Get that end on there so I can just pull it right on up through when I'm ready. There we go. Alright, the dilemma is that apparently new wiring colors, standard wiring colors that work for new RVs are not the same as what the older Airstreams used. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wire it up per the new standard of wiring and then go around and see if the brakes have power when I hit the brakes and that sort of thing. I found a wiring diagram off Google. And it says the center, the charge line, is blue in this case. but on the kind of the quote standard, on the standard configuration, the center line is yellow. Now it says at the bottom corner left there, it says blue. Blue is the main charge line, which should go to the center. But in Canada, that main charge line is actually black. And then white is the ground line, so that makes sense. That's fine. I think white is ground, white is white. Yellow is the brake line. But in Canada, blue is the brake line. So I'm confused. So I need to figure out what the brake line is technically. Brake. Yellow brakes. So if this is the case, then this isn't hooked up correctly. So I'm gonna have to plug this into my truck, hit the brakes, and see what color, what wire lights up basically with 12 volts to power my brakes. So this is going to be a bit of a learning experience. So I'm going to plug it in, like I say, the way the coloring says on the back of the thing, which is the modern way to do it. And then I'm going to get my voltmeter out and just do a check or two and just see if actually it's this diagram that's correct. So we'll find out. So I just did a test, and the left and right signal were reversed, so I open this and switch to left right. Let's go turn the car on, turn the lights on, left signal on. So we've got left signal, car, truck, and we should have left signal on the back of the trailer now. Yes, we do. You can see that blinking. And the other one is just lit up. And we've got a couple of lights up here that work. I probably need new bulbs in the other ones. So far that's working pretty good. Let's try our right signal. Whoops, not windshield wipers. Right signal. Alright, Jack, let's go see if the right one's going.
Yep.
And the right one's blinking now. Perfect. Excellent. And it's actually nice and bright as well. That worked out. Now, I was going to start working on the brakes, but I forgot I need to install the brake controller. This little guy, which takes the power. So you got to hook it up to a few things. You got to hook it up to a brake light, so when the brake light comes on, it engages this, which then it allows power to flow through. And so I've got to wire this through in the vehicle, and then I need to get some wiring to push it through to the back. And it also needs to go into my 7-blade wiring harness on this Suburban, which I would have thought had brake lines, but maybe there's brake wire somewhere else. Because I would have assumed this would have been towing stuff which had a brake controller in it, but maybe not. So that's what I need to work on next. I don't know if I'm going to do that today. I wasn't counting on installing this whole unit today. Might save that for another day. But anyways, I got the lights working. That's good. I got the new plug on. So I'll probably just tape that up a little bit. And I'll leave the brakes. The brakes are another big deal for another day. I need to get all that working. I need to see if the brakes are actually going to work on this. But like I said, that's not something I'll do today. I'm going to hacksaw some of the rusty metal out of the back now, I think. Get to work on that, get that solid. Once that's solid, then I can go ahead and put the plywood back in. So we'll shut the car off, get to work on that, and see where we get. Alright, so I got some rust paint. We went to town. Got some Armor Coat rust paint. This is gray in color. Should be good enough, flat gray. It doesn't really matter. And I'm going to paint the tongue. The tongue needs a bit of paint, and it's not too rusty. And so I'm going to wire brush it off, get it cleaned up as much as I can, and I probably could go at it with a drill and maybe a paint wheel on it, but it's not that bad really, to be honest. And the paint wheel isn't super handy to me right now. The worst spot is probably under there, where there's some rust eating away at that. But all things considered, it's not too bad. There's some pitting on this side. So I'll scrape that off and give it a good paint with the spray paint, and that should fix the tongue for now. That's going to prevent any more rust and shed the water, and that should last for many more years. I don't think there's any actual strength or integrity issues with this particularly. Not at this point. There's some pitting, but it's still very strong metal. So I'll do that, and that'll be another part to the video. And then I'm gonna hopefully get some back end work done on it over this day and the next day. But I got some screws I need for the next project too. So let's get at this one. Well, folks, I'm going to end the Airstream restoration video here. I forget what part this is. Tomorrow I will hopefully get on to some welding of the main rear frame. But I thought that was good enough for this video. Got a little bit of painting done, some rust taken care of. And yeah, and got the lights working. I do need to start working on marker lights and that sort of stuff. But I do little bits at a time when I have time. As you can see, I have to watch kids and keep kids away from paint and all sorts of things as well. So anyways, I will leave it there. Thanks for watching, guys. And this paint job looked really good before and after. It looks like a brand new tongue now that I've got the rust paint on it. So I'm pretty happy with that. And also happy that the lights were nice and bright after I put the 7 blade connector on it. Thanks for watching.